A time where you ain't see me without Tank, or you ain't see Tank without me. But what happened was, well, I think what happened was, he just like, damn, bro. I feel like he look up to me so much. It's like I let him down, cause he know, cause he's somebody that really know like what I can do and how good I am.
Cards. Judge at the ringside, Eric Marlinski scores it on 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scores about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
Adrien Broner wasn't part of Gervonta Davis's training camp ahead of his fight with Lamont Roach, but he still had plenty to say. Broner's remarks weren't intended to criticize Davis, whom he often refers to as his little brother. However, he did share some harsh truths, noting that Davis has appeared somewhat fatigued over time, which led him to announce his retirement plans in December.
Like right now, me and Tank, like, it's weird because he loved me to death. He know I love him to death, but we don't talk every day how we used to, nigga.
Broner stated that Davis's performance against Frank Martin revealed signs of exhaustion that weren't previously evident. According to Broner, Tank has had an impressive career that justifies whatever issues he may be facing now. Whether age or fatherhood is taking its toll, he has already achieved so much. Broner also made a bold claim, saying he scored Davis the winner against Lamont Roach, adding that Roach hadn't done enough to take the win. This isn't the first time Davis has been criticized for not taking his boxing career seriously enough. Before his fight with Francisco Fonseca nearly 8 years ago, which was on the undercard of the Floyd Mayweather vs. Conor McGregor event, the second highest grossing fight ever, Davis missed the grand arrivals during fight week. He repeated this behavior ahead of his clash with Frank Martin last year. Davis also failed to make weight for the Fonseca fight.
You won't get too much on paper, but shit, I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him, I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision.
Davis has faced legal troubles as well, including spending 40 days in jail in 2023 for violating house arrest terms. He was sentenced to 3 years probation in May 2023. Despite these setbacks, Davis is an incredibly talented boxer with remarkable punching power for his size. Now, after discussing the possibility of retiring, Davis, nicknamed Tank, must decide whether he's ready to put in the effort both inside and outside the ring to stay undefeated and remain one of the sport's biggest names. He mentioned that another fight would occur before a potential rematch with Roach. Davis needs a strong rematch victory to maintain his place as one of the most popular American boxers.
Decision win. I was like, oh yeah, I say, oh shit, here it goes. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with it.
Many believe that Roach Jr. and his team have a valid case to have the decision overturned if they appeal, which they are already in the process of doing. Roach Jr. has hinted at this on social media, arguing that the knockdown should be reversed, and what it would mean for the fight's result. On March 5th, Roach posted, "Y'all tweaking if y'all think Buddy was off or had an off night. That stuff is just different with me. I told y'all from the start. Just because I feel like I won. Y'all acting like I said he was easy work or something. The knockdown gives me a UD." He followed with, "I did take care of that in the ring. Y'all are about to make me get on y'all with this bias. I know how people are, but leave it be. I ain't suing anybody. I'm getting a clear knockdown situated that they robbed me of. Get it right."
So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. We gonna run it back. It's okay.
When someone suggested that overturning the knockdown would result in a split decision rather than a unanimous one in his favor, Roach Jr. responded, "The guy who scored the fight for Tank gave him that round. If the knockdown counts as 10-8 my way, that's a 3-point swing. So I would have won that card too. Go back to your cave. Casual." Roach Jr. is correct that overturning the knockdown would give him a unanimous decision, not a split decision. However, he would likely be happy with either result. The key takeaway from Davis versus Roach wasn't that Tank was exposed or underperformed, but that Roach fought incredibly well, matching Davis's skill with patience and a solid game plan.
You think about what happened in the 9th round. How frustrated are you that that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man.
That said, Tank still deserves some criticism for his performance. His tendency to start slow and be selective with his punches nearly cost him the fight. As many have pointed out though, whether it was a draw or not remains up for debate. His actions in the 9th round, where he attempted to take a knee thinking it would be allowed, as well as his expectation for special treatment from the referee, were also criticized. However, Roach deserves more recognition than Tank deserves. Criticism: he faced an elite counterpuncher and outperformed him, countering Davis's left hooks with his own right hands. He didn't fall for Tank's finds and patiently set his own traps.
Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to wipe.
When Roach exchanged punches, he did so briefly enough to show Davis he meant business, then quickly moved out of range. He must have a rock-solid chin because, despite having excellent defense and anticipation, Roach still took a few clean shots to the jaw and managed to survive. Hearing the scorecard, something Davis's previous opponents haven't been able to do. Davis was the favorite going into the fight, and while many critics dismissed it as an uncompetitive bout, sharp analysts saw Roach as a legitimate challenger. No one, however, predicted Roach would hand Tank his first blemish.
He had the white shirt out his eye, but the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that.
The outcome serves as a reminder to superstars that they should take the biggest opportunities when they arise, because sometimes a tune-up fight can unexpectedly backfire. That said, any damage to Davis's reputation can be quickly repaired. All he needs to do is secure a rematch with Roach and win convincingly. At the post-fight press conference, Davis hinted at a bigger fight coming up first. Some speculated it could be Tank versus Shocker Stevenson. If that's the case, the allure of that fight has lost some of its shine.
If that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called?
For a high-profile matchup like Tank versus Shocker billed as a potential battle to determine the best American boxer under 31 of them can't be coming off a fight many think he should have lost. Davis needs a rematch with Roach, even though it won't be easy to build interest in future bouts with Stevenson and other top fighters. A draw on Davis's record won't drastically hurt his marketability, but the perception that he was second best in his last fight is a problem. He must replace that with a dominant performance in his next bout.
I don't know, did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But
from Roach! And there's a left uppercut that lands for Roach. Davis digs to the body. Oh, and that right, but Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with that.
He took a knee.
He took a knee.
You take a knee like that, that looks like a knockdown. All right? Back up. That's a generous call from the.
Did he not take a knee?
I'll take the mouthpiece. Come on. That's right.
Davis versus Roach should happen, and soon. It needs to take place in a venue where both Davis's Baltimore and Roach's DC fans can create a dynamic atmosphere, and where a referee like New York's Steve Willis, who is typically solid, won't be part of the officiating crew. Right now, Davis, once viewed as the next big thing in boxing, faces a challenging task of battling personal demons and bouncing back from a setback he's never faced in his career. Currently, Davis maintains his relationship with Adrien Broner, whom he became close to while both were training under Floyd Mayweather. Recently, Davis helped Broner return to training after his long hiatus following retirement. Ahead of his comeback fight against Blair Cobbs, in a post on Instagram, Broner expressed heartfelt gratitude toward Davis, recalling the tough period, marked by binge drinking before receiving a call from Tank, inviting him to join his training camp. Broner credited Davis with helping him get back on track.
Tank caught me like, yo, I need some help with this. You know what I'm saying? The AB came to me, and the great thing that I loved about the whole situation, all the stuff AB went through, he was respectful. You know what I'm saying? He showed up, he did, you know, Champ, I said, look, you're on my protocol now, and the results that he's seen, he in a good space. You know what I'm saying? We thought it was his hand hurt. But
looking at the situation, one could argue that Broner's absence might have contributed to bad luck for Davis. Broner was present during Davis's camp for his win against Frank Martin via an 8th-round knockout, while Broner was defeated by Blair Cobbs just before Davis's fight. When asked about Broner's training camp, Tank's coach, Calvin Ford, responded, "My thoughts are that he's doing what we need him to do. I'm seeing the transition. I'm seeing a glimpse of what I used to watch when he was on TV."
You know, one thing, being too confident can get you killed. And I also know that about the game as well.
How did you know he had trouble with the law? How'd you find that out?
we ain't here for that.
We ain't here for that. Bro.
Okay, but you have connections everywhere.
Hey, see, everybody thought he was gone, see?
Do you think he met Chapo? Do you think he met El Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about that, you know. What up, Chapo, man?
Ford explained that while many had written Broner off, he had never truly gone away. He's still here, so he has a mission that hasn't been completed yet. This opportunity that Tank gave him allows him to show the world that he never left, said Ford.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Does he look like Tank?
No.
Nah.
I'm about to get out of here.
Me too.
All right. So, message to your fans, Adrien. What do you tell people who love you and support you?
Support me, follow me, and I'll fight for y'all. I mean, you already know. AB, Adrien Broner, always bomb.
Do you know which stars are coming yet? Which celebrities are coming today to the fight?
Man, this is Miami. You know.
Everybody.
You know, everybody coming. And the off season, if you ain't in the playoffs, everybody go to Miami. You know, you never know who you might see.
When a reporter asked whether Davis and Broner were happy to be working together in the camp, Ford replied that it was clear Tank was now returning the favor. For the help he received from Broner earlier in his career, their roles had shifted over time.
Do you think he met El Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about that, you know. What up, Chapo?
The roles changed. It's like Tank's the big brother and Broner's the little brother. But they're both even. That's showing the respect of the levels before and after. It's a good thing, Ford said. Despite a smile, Broner appeared to carry a heavy heart as he reflected on his struggles. Coach Mike is everything to me. Broner shared, "I promised myself before I hung the gloves up that I would become a world champion again. For Coach Mike and myself, that's the goal."
Mike Stafford is kind of like a very No, but just in depth, like just the point of just posting that was that just to kind of reflect on how much he's meant to you leading into this fight.
Man, yeah, man. Coach Mike is everything to me. You know, I promised myself before I hang the gloves up, I gotta become world champion for Coach Mike and for myself. That's the goal for sure.
At 34, Broner is often remembered for his off-the-ring behavior, including a 2016 arrest for robbery and his ongoing struggles with personal issues. He hasn't had a world-class win since 2017, when he defeated Adrien Granados by split decision. Once considered a Hall of Fame caliber fighter, Broner has become a cautionary tale for young boxers. He talked about how much winning a world title means to him, especially given the challenges he's faced throughout his career. "Honestly, all of my world titles are special to me," Broner said. "All my life, all I ever wanted to do was become a world champion. Every time I won one, I cried tears. I'm pretty sure I'll do the same when I win another."
I'm just ready for the bell to ring and for my opponent to be across. Shit, that's like Blair Cobbs right there.
Nah, good luck. Don't fuck me up.
Nah, man, I feel good, man. Training camp's been going great, and I'm ready to put on a great performance.
Broner, just talk some time
obviously relocated to Vegas for camp, in camp with Tank, and obviously in camp with Coach Calvin and the team. Talk to us about the experience, getting ready alongside brothers.
Broner's fight with Cobbs, 34, is seen as a crucial one for his career. He's no longer the young title holder who was a prominent figure in the early days of the premier boxing champions. Having fought just twice in 5 years, Broner needs a strong performance to remain relevant. During a media workout, he reflected on his tough journey. Boxing can eat you up and spit you out and move on to the next. When your career is done and over with, they're going to look for the next upcoming boxer. So I always try to tell everybody, just do what's best for you.
Broner just talked to us, obviously relocated to Vegas for camp, in camp with Tank, and obviously in camp with Coach Calvin and the team. Talk to us about the experience, getting ready alongside brothers for the fight.
It's just like being at home, being back with my blood brother, it feels good. Being on the long side of them, training together, we both getting ready for a fight. I always feel great.
Adrien Broner has had a successful boxing career with a record of 30 for wins and 4 losses. After retiring to focus on his mental health, Broner made a comeback. Figuring out his mental health hasn't been easy. He posted an apology letter online to several friends that went viral. You deal with your problems, but you can't go to nobody. Broner said his mental state has been a source of self-questioning, but others have noticed too. Broner has been struggling with personal issues for years, fighting just for times at 6 years despite being only 33 after his return. He continued battling alcoholism, drug addiction, and other vices. He admitted to having gambling problems and a penchant for indulgence in his personal life.
I go, I was able to do something and jump up higher. It still seems like that 140 championship title is like a kind of like an itch or grab. Like you want that one more than maybe others, or it just doesn't matter.
I don't know if you really a fan. I won a world title at 140 pounds too. So I don't mind going to 140, or staying at 147, or if the right guy become world champion at 154, we go grab one of them too.
There hasn't been much response from Broner regarding his career. He seems tired of his many retirements, and this time, he has decided to remain silent on the issue. The New York State Athletic Commission has declined to overturn the draw in favor of Lamont Roach, even if Davis's supporters refuse to admit it. The entire boxing world knows that Lamont Roach was denied a well-deserved victory. That's it for now. Stay connected with us for the best boxing news, moments, and events by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications to stay updated with our quality content. Until next time, peace.